Hello class. Today we shall discuss the speech of Portia, and this speech of Portia is actually a reply to the very first speech of Scene 1 Act 2 that is delivered by Prince of Morocco, where he begins his speech by saying, "Mislike me not." Let's read the speech first. In terms of choice, I am not solely led by nice direction of a maiden's eyes. Besides, the lottery of my destiny bars me the right of voluntary choosing. But if my father had not scented me and hedged me by his wit to yield myself, his wife who wins me by that means, I told you, yourself, renowned prince, then stood as fair as any comer I have looked on yet for my affection. Try to understand. Portia says, in terms of choice, I am not solely led by nice direction of a maiden's eyes. In the first two lines of her speech, Portia makes it clear to Prince of Morocco that she is not completely swayed away. She is not attracted only by the attractive appearance, only by the pleasant appearance man, of a suitor, of a suitor who has come to marry. By nice direction of a maiden's eye. Here, maiden means young unmarried girls. What Portia means to say that generally, when it comes to choosing a life partner, when it comes to choosing a person you want to marry, then I am not only attracted, I am not only swayed away by the fair, pleasant, charming, and attractive appearance of a man that generally pleases a young girl's eyes. That means young girls, they are generally attracted, they are charmed with the charming appearance of a man, but this is not the case with Portia. Besides, the lottery of my destiny bars me the right of voluntary choosing. Then in the next two lines, she she says, the lottery of my destiny. We all know that Portia's father has devised a lottery of casket where suitors are asked to choose one out of three caskets: gold, silver, and lead. And in this device, Portia has no role to play in order to in order to choose her life partner, because she has nothing to do. So here she repeats the same when she says, the lottery of my destiny. That means the device which has been devised by my father, it prevents me from choosing the person I want to marry with. She means to say that I have no right or I have no choice of voluntarily choosing a person that I want to marry. And you know that. If my father had not scented me and hedged me by his wit to yield myself his wife who wins me by that means, I told you, yourself, renowned prince, then stood as fair as any comer I have looked on yet for my affection. And then at last Portia says that had my father not prevented me from choosing the person I want to marry, had I been not prevented by the wit, that means wisdom of my father, to yield myself, she means to say that I have no choice, but I have to submit myself to the person who wins that lottery of caskets. I will have to be his wife, and there is no scope for voluntary choosing. But had I not been confined by the wit of my father, then let me tell you, Prince of Morocco, renowned prince, in my in my eyes, you are equal. You are equal, or you are as fair as any suitor who has come here. to marry me. For my affection, that means to get my affection, to get my love, or that means to love me. So Portia, she explains it quite clearly to Prince of Morocco. The Prince of Morocco, first and foremost, I am not led, I am not attracted, I am not charmed by the charming appearance of a man, as it happens generally in case of a young girl when she wants to find out her partner, when she wants to try, or when she wishes and looks for her life partner, her soulmate, her spouse. And then she goes on to explain that you know very well, in this device, in this lottery of casket, I have no role to play. In fact, the right of my voluntary choosing a life partner has been snatched away by the wisdom of my father. But had it not been so, then Prince of Morocco, to me, you are as fair, you are as equal and just as any other suitor who comes here to marry me. So, this is the response of Portia to the request that Prince of Morocco has made in the above speech. Thank you very much, class.